they're going to report that yes, I was here and I spoke to maybe 3,000 to 5,000 Nazis. I see people of every color. I see people from every nation, every religion, all caring about human dignity, about children's health, about political freedom. This is the opposite of Nazism.
In the heart of the city of Berlin, thousands of people are gathering today peacefully to send a signal to the German government against the COVID-19 restrictions, which are on many people's view way too extreme, not necessary, and violates fundamental human rights and dismantle democracy. The organization behind it, called Querdenken, translated as critical thinking, highlighted very specifically on their website this week that this should be the most peaceful demonstration ever, and that all participants should be respecting the guidelines set out by the city council. The mayor of Berlin, Michael Müller, member of the Social Democrats, responded in a talk show earlier this week. It annoys me beyond measure. They're traveling from Frankfurt, Stuttgart to Berlin and make riots in our city. They don't know what the facts are and therefore risking the health of other people. Senator for the Interior Andreas Geisel declared on Wednesday on the mainstream news, "I am not prepared to accept that Berlin is misused as a stage for COVID-19 deniers and right-wing extremists."
We are peaceful people, like from the beginning. There was never a violence, anything, it's all in the media. You know, there's like many thousands of people coming peacefully together, and it's a great feel of heart, like it's really a peaceful demonstration.
So what is your point today?
What media is lying to us, what politicians lying to us. For example, if we start with Corona, there's like a pandemic situation which is not happening. There's not much of a mortality rate in the world. Like, I don't know in other countries, but in Europe, in Germany especially, we have a just normal death rate. There's no overall death.
Initially, the city council banned the demonstration. To make it even more confusing, the anti-protests against the COVID-19 protests were allowed. Why are you standing here today?
I'm standing here because I can't allow that Nazis and fascists are marching together with these weird, crazy people from QAnon here in Berlin. And they are here in the thousands, and I just cannot allow this to happen without protesting against it.
Well, why do you think they're Nazis?
Well, it's quite obvious, like all the really right-wing, right extremist fascist groups have mobilized today here, so like huge parts of the group of the demonstrations are just against the coronavirus, like what Merkel did and everything, but like a lot of right-wing groups mobilized here today, and they're very obviously right-wing and right extremist groups and fascists, so they're here, like you can see it, you see their shirts, you see their tattoos.
What's the solution?
Well, that's hard to say. I mean, people can believe in all kinds of stupid shit, but they should not march together with Nazis. So I think that's the bottom line.
Bleiben Sie hier, bleiben Sie ruhig, er ist in 5 Minuten wieder hier.
It seems to me that the police is taking a little bit of a demonstration of power to the people. Currently the police stopped the people and locked down all the streets because people didn't maintain that 1.5 meter distance, and all these people are kind of stuck and waiting for the next step.
De hoogste rechter in Berlijn heeft toegelaten dat de demonstratie weer wordt geopend. Dat er mensen worden doorgelaten, maar de politie is daartegen en die heeft nu aan de leiding van de demonstratie gezegd: wij gaan dit politiematig, gaan we de demonstratie beëindigen en uit elkaar drijven.
Ja, ze zien geen andere mogelijkheid.
Nee, dus je ziet nu een conflict tussen de rechterlijke macht en de politie in Berlijn.
So the march has been officially banned and people walking, on their own. to the Siegessäule where the official demo will take place. And this behavior of the city council is exactly the reason why the people are going to the streets. You are allowed to demonstrate, but not against government rules in a crisis as such. And that's the question, whether it's still a crisis or did it have become a political tool?
Ihr steht heute hier, weil ihr nicht mehr wollt, dass euch jemand sagt, wie ihr zu leben und zu denken habt. Und ich stehe hier mit dem Grundgesetz, das uns seit mehr als 70 Jahren die Grundrechte garantiert. Es ist das Beste, was uns bisher passiert ist, aber konnte uns im Jahr 2020 nicht davor beschützen, dass die Regierung sich immer weiter selbst ermächtigt.
They're going to report that yes, I was here and I spoke to maybe 3,000 to 5,000 Nazis. I see people of every color. I see people from every nation, every religion, all caring about human dignity, about children's health, about political freedom. This is the opposite of Nazism. Governments love pandemics. They love pandemics for the same reason they love war, because it gives them the ability to impose controls on the population that the population would otherwise never accept. You can do this in a Nazi regime, you can do it in a socialist regime, you can do it in a communist regime, you can do it in a monarchy and a democracy. The only thing a government needs to make people into slaves is fear. 50 years ago, my uncle John Kennedy came to this city because Berlin was the front line against global totalitarianism. And today again, Berlin is the front line against global totalitarianism. He proudly said to the people of Germany, "Ich bin ein Berliner." All of us who are here today can proudly say once again, "Ich bin ein Berliner."
It has long since to be about criticism of the decisions had to be made during the pandemic time. But it's much more about the public's voice guarding the thin line between governments caring for its people or wanting to control them. My name is Marijn Poels on freelance assignment for Rebel News, Berlin.